Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and now that my two obligatory informative videos are done for the day, it's time to talk about current events in the online fitness community. And man, what a day! What a day! I had a great day yesterday. Woke up this morning and realized this is the 5th anniversary of this channel. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, work on skilling up my crafting a little bit, and let's talk about this. I mean, wow, what a ride this has been. You know, a lot of you have been here with me a long time. This channel has grown slow, but it has grown because if people remember, I originally had Ice Cream Fitness. For a whole lot of various reasons, I actually rebranded the channel, got rid of that channel, created a new one, and it was just different things I had to do at a certain point to protect legal assets and everything else. I completely rebranded, and I had gotten to like about 50,000 subscribers, you know, over 5 years ago when I had Ice Cream Fitness, and I made this channel, right? I made this channel 5 years ago, and I only picked up 30-something thousand followers, right? Like 30,000 people came over from the old one and joined. And 5 long years, and I only just a few months ago, a couple months ago really, got verified, got my silver play button, my award. And it's kind of funny, there's always people out there who are like, oh, you bought subscribers, you only get X amount of views. And it's really comical when people say that, because when you apply for the verification, YouTube actually checks for evidence to see if you've bought subscribers. They actually check and they verify that you have what appears to their methods, and they take several days to do that. They actually run some programs for it. They don't explain how they do, but that was explained to me when I applied for it. That they do that, and they check to see if your subscribers are actually real or not, if you actually have 100,000 real subscribers. And I got verified. So it's kind of comical that anyone at that point would say that, because I'm like, I'm sorry, you need to go do your research, go look for yourself. They have a system in place for that. You don't get verified if you're buying subscribers. So I got there in 5 long years, but man, has this channel come a long way. It's come a long way. I mean, I've been through a lot of crazy stuff in life since then. I mean, when I started this channel, I was living abroad with my ex in the UK, and started this channel, ended up coming home back to Texas, really not that long in the grand scheme of things after that, because I've been back in Texas coming up, it's about to be 4 years. And, you know, I've gone through a lot of things. My life has been crazy and hectic and other stuff, just, I mean, because of this channel and other things. But, you know, I've kind of weathered that storm. And a lot of you have weathered that storm with me. I've kind of made a comeback after all the craziness and the trolling and the cyber stalking, and I'm still here. You know, finally got my silver play. Hell, who knows? I might get to 1 million subscribers one day, especially if I continue this cut, which is going great, by the way. And, you know, I'm at a point in my life where today, this has just been, the last week or so has been really good, you know. I'm not going to get into details, but a lot of things had changed in my personal life. Some things happened behind the scenes with family and loved ones and other stuff. But, you know, a lot of that is really working out for the best. You know, again, this is just one of those weeks where I feel good about life. I feel good about myself. I feel good about this channel. I feel good about the, you know, the stuff I put out on it, the content. You know, and there's still all the craziness out there, and it's kind of funny because, like the day I had to ban some people who came through, because I ban trolls, and everyone knows that. But it's always interesting because people will come in and say things, and they act like they know anything about what this channel is about, but they say things that they could not have possibly gotten by watching my 4,000 videos. In other words, they form opinions and they say things that I know other people say about me, but isn't anything that they would believe or think or even know about if they sat down and were able to watch my entire video library, all 4,000 plus videos on this channel back to back, right? They watched all of that and memorized every single word that came out of my mouth. They still wouldn't have the conclusions of the things that they'll say in the comments, and then they act like they know anything about what this channel's about. And it's like, no, you just watch what other people say about me, or you wouldn't even be thinking that. You wouldn't have that opinion because the thing you're talking about isn't anywhere on this channel. Nowhere. So it's always funny, you know, when you do get the trolls who come through. But I mean, I do have the people who follow and the loyal followers. And what's also interesting, you know, people will see a subscriber count on a channel like this and then see your views and say, how come you only get so many views? Like, because I make 4 videos every day, 4. And it's normal to get much lower views than your subscriber count. That's normal. Most people don't even get 10%. So someone who has 1 million subscribers very rarely breaks 100,000 views on a video. You know, if you're breaking 100,000 views on every video, you usually have well over 1 million subscribers. It's a general rule, so that's normal. But the thing is, if you go look at the data out there, my channel gets over 1 million views a month in spite of that. Even though they'll be like, well, how come all these videos have 3,000, 4,000? It doesn't matter. I get over 1 million a month because it's all about that overall building up of the library and people looking through old things. That's just the way my channel works. I have a massive video library here, and people watch the old stuff. I mean, you'd be surprised how often I get a video that gets 5,000 views in one day that's a 3-year-old video. You know, it happens all the time when I see my analytics. So it's different. I mean, I've kind of got my own system here. I think my channel in a certain way in regard to that is different than a lot of channels. I've got my own quirkiness. I got my own viewpoints. I've developed my own style. You know, I mean, who in the hell sits here and hand loads while they talk about fitness? That's just me. It's my thing. You know, and it's just kind of who I am. It's what I enjoy doing. It's my style, the way I do these videos in front of the green screen. It's a style I've developed. And, you know, and I think a lot of my people who follow it like that. And some of them who don't like it, they follow me anyways in spite of not liking it. And it's all good, you know. Like I said, this channel it's just kind of grown, and I've grown into a style of doing things, and I've grown into my own way of doing things in that 5 years. And I think that I have kind of a unique perspective here on YouTube, and I think my channel is different. And, you know, whether that's a good or a bad thing, who knows, you know? Because when you are a little bit different, maybe you're not everyone's cup of tea. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. You know, that's the one thing I've concluded after years and years of being on this platform. I mean, this channel hitting its 5-year anniversary. You know, just do you. Be yourself. Do what you enjoy doing. Develop your own style. I would say that to anyone. And you can't worry about if people don't like you. Because you know what? No matter what you do, whether it's on the internet or anywhere else, there's always going to be people who don't like you. There are always going to be people who don't like what you do. And that's okay. You know, you just got to be true to yourself. That's what I would say to anyone with anything you do in life. Be true to yourself. You know, I mean, the opinions of other people can matter in certain situations. And I'm not saying you should always ignore others or their opinions. But at a certain point, you have to realize, and I've been doing this a long time, and of course I'm 41 years old. I've come to realize you cannot live your life trying to please everybody because it's impossible. It is absolutely impossible for you to make a single statement of anything that you believe or that you support without someone disagreeing or disliking it. It's almost impossible to do so. So I would say to people, why try? And that's the perspective I've taken on this channel. I give my honest opinions on things. I give my stance. Those viewpoints are critical. Yeah, I do trash talk a lot of people who I think need trash talking. But, you know, by that same token, I'm pretty thick-skinned. I'm thick-skinned because I can take it also. I've learned to be able to handle it. And I've learned how to be humble. Because I know a long time ago, even on here, I had my own set of ego. And people actually felt like sometimes I talked down to them and everything. I've learned to be a more humble human being with all of this. I've come to realize that maybe I don't know everything. I can be wrong. And maybe I'm not always the greatest thing. And I know that I'm not. I'm not the best at anything. I'm not the greatest at anything. You know, I'm a flawed person like everybody else. And that's been the most interesting thing for me is that as my outreach has grown here, and it's grown and my subscriber count has grown and everything else, I've learned more humility and just to be humble and be humble about it. And be grateful. I'm actually grateful for the fact that I have this many people who follow. I'm grateful for the fact that people were buying merchandise that I put out recently. You know, I mean, that people enjoy me. That's something that's not an ego boosting thing for me at this point. It's humbling. You know, to think that, man, I mean, people actually listen to me. They care about what I think. They care about my opinions. Instead of having that sense of, yeah, I'm the shit, I kind of get that it's humbling to me at this point. It really is humbling. Because I really am an average Joe in a lot of ways. You know, I mean, I have certain things about me that are special, just like every one of you do. But I am a normal person. I'm a normal guy for the most part, you know, who's decided to make a YouTube channel. And it is humbling to me that a lot of 105,000 people, it's about to break 105,000 follow me. I get over 1 million views a month. It's humbling. That many people tune into what I do. And I've learned to be appreciative of that fact. I've learned to be appreciative of the fact that people do follow what I do. And that's just how I feel at this point, at the 5-year mark on this channel. It's been a wild ride in a lot of ways, and it's been a very humbling experience. It really is. And I want you guys to know out there, and girls, that I do appreciate you. I appreciate your views. And I appreciate the fact that you guys follow me day to day. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.